it's quite personal to me because when the attacks on the 7th happened, I kind of taken the side of Israel at that time. I guess I grew up in with a very Zionist ideology.
So what brings you to these protests, particularly 1 year into what Israel's been doing in Gaza and now in Lebanon and across Palestine as well?
Yeah, so this is my first protest. I wanted to come many times, but just never really happened. But yeah, I would say it's quite personal to me because when the attacks on the 7th happened, I kind of taken the side of Israel at that time because, again, I don't think I knew so much in depth how Palestinian people were oppressed and all of that. So, and in 2013 or 14, I actually visited Israel myself because I do have Russian Jewish ancestry. And so I guess I grew up in with a very Zionist ideology. So in my family we always idolized Israel and stuff. So it was always kind of we never spoken about the oppression of Palestinians and their actual real history. So I would say only after the attacks I started doing more research into it. Because obviously living in the UK and I'm not a religious Jew or anything like that, so I never really done enough research beforehand. So obviously a year on now I know a lot more and I totally understand that this is a colonial state and what they actually done to Palestinian people. I learned a lot what's happening in West Bank. You know, people are living behind barbed wire and stuff. I had no idea. Obviously visiting Israel as a tourist, I only saw good side. You know, I just saw oh okay, Jews and Arabs are living in peace. So that's what I thought. I didn't see the the reality behind the scenes. And now we can see West Bank and now we see Lebanon. It's obviously not self-defense, as Israel keeps attacking all the Middle Eastern countries, and the goal is pretty clear. Yeah.
What would you say the goal is?
I think just to take over. It's a land grab, and it's to be hold that dominant power in the Middle East. So and war, it's a continuous war because it makes money. So the UK keeps arming, Israel, same as US, just because it keeps making the money. So yeah.
Okay. So your life experiences are very interesting. So I want to ask two questions simultaneously, which is how did the unlearning happen? And also, if you would be able to send a message to people who had the thinking, still have the thinking that you used to have, what would you want to say to them? So kind of two things.
I'll just say do your research, and there's so many Jewish people across the world that also support Palestine. I just think what needs to happen is stop attaching Jewish people to the state of Israel, because literally I have nothing, there's nothing that connects me to that state. And I think that's my message to the Jewish people around the world is to detach themselves from that.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so, and yeah, it was really lovely to see everyone get together today and in support of Palestine, Lebanon, and I think it's you don't have to be pro anything, you just have to be a human and be pro humanity. And that's what the march is all about.
Yeah. As somebody with your very interesting, unique life experiences, what would you say your message is to people in Gaza right now who have been under this bombing for 1 year now? And now people in Lebanon as well, what would you want to say to them?
I would just say stay safe and don't lose hope. So that's the only thing. And,
okay, I'm gonna be a bit critical and say there are no safe places in Gaza. So what?
Yeah, it's true. There are no safe places. Yeah, I understand, but there's not much more to say. It's just it's just to keep your hopes up and just hopefully we will have a ceasefire soon. So that's the only thing I can say. But